What's going on, everyone? So tomorrow, 7:30 kick-off, Manchester United versus West Ham FA Cup. It's an even more important game than originally thought now because the league is out of question for us, I think. Look, you can't say it's over until it's over, but if we're being realistic and honest, like, that's where we are. We're not at the level of City. We're not really at the level of Liverpool right now. Defensively, we're a shambles. We really are. We're second in the table. I personally think we're going to get third or fourth come the end of the season. If we get second, I'll be delighted. But we all want to be winning, as I said, but we've got steps to take and we've got players to bring in that we need to bring in to get to that level of City and stuff. So the FA Cup right now is probably the only chance we're going to get of a trophy this season, other than Europa League, obviously. But I still think in the Europa we're going to struggle with teams like, do you know what I mean, like Sociedad and the likes of them, because we slip up against them. Look what happened with Sevilla. And I think Sevilla are better than Sociedad anyway, but do you know what I mean? We take teams like that lightly because we know even less about them. And they got good players, do you know what I mean? They've all got good players, and a lot of the foreign teams as well have more hunger. And that comes out. So I don't think we're going to win the Europa. I think we've got more chance of winning the FA Cup. I think that Ollie's going to put all his eggs into that basket. So my lineup, I would still make a lot of changes. It's more risky to do what I've gone with, but it gives other players a chance to rest, and you can also bring them on if you need to. So my lineup for tomorrow, I've gone with Henderson in goal, which we all know is going to happen because Henderson will play in the cup games. A lot of people want De Gea dropped as well. I personally do feel that, look, he's not the only one at fault for some of the goals, but I do think that he's part of it. Our centre-backs are a problem because you could put any keeper in there in the world and he's still going to have to deal with a certain amount of issues because of the centre-backs. So I'm 50-50 with that because I think De Gea could do better at times and I don't think he commands his box. But even if you command your box, you still got to rely on Maguire and Lindelof to do their jobs. And as we've seen, they're consistently poor at it. So it's a difficult one. But Henderson will definitely play tomorrow. Aaron Wan-Bissaka right back I've gone for Tuanzebe and Lindelof at centre-back. Telles at left-back. McTominay and Matic in the two defensive midfield roles. I don't think he'll do that. I think he'll do probably McFred. I would have one of them playing, obviously, but I would have Matic in there. He offers experience. He hasn't played for a while, and I feel like he deserves a chance. He hasn't been great when he's been getting his chance, but I would still play him to rest others. Mata on the right, another one that's near the end of his career and deserves some minutes in my opinion. He still offers us quality on the ball. His legs aren't there now, but I still think he puts in more effort than a lot of players. And do you know what I mean? And he's a World Cup winner and stuff that if anyone was going to be lazy and not put the work rate in and stuff on and be cocky, he's one of the few that could have the choice to do that because of his catalogue of trophies and such. So I feel Mata deserves a chance. Donny I would go for in the number 10 role. And Dan James on the left. And I'll go with Greenwood up front. Greenwood is a natural striker. Obviously we play him on the wing. I think he's been doing a good job there, considering it's not his natural position. But I would give him a chance up top because that is ultimately, hopefully, where he's going to end up in his career is up front, because you can see it in when he scores his goals. He's natural. So Donny would be the number 10. And I'd have Dan James on the left, Mata on the right, Greenwood up front. And then on the bench, I'd have De Gea, Maguire, Shaw, Fred, Martial, Bruno and Rashford. Quite an attacking bench. I don't think Ollie will do all these changes. I think it'll probably be similar to the last lineup. Just because it's, as I said, he probably knows in his head that the league is out of question now. And the FA Cup and the Europa is his target now. So I think that he's going to probably play a pretty strengthened side. I think Bruno will play. I think Rashford will play. I think McTominay and Fred will probably play, and Maguire will definitely play. So, and probably Aaron Wan-Bissaka. So them sort of players are definitely going to be, I think, locked in. Are going to be automatic picks. But I hope that he does make some changes because I feel certain players need a rest. And as I said, if we're struggling in the game, you can bring the likes of Rashford on. You could bring the likes of Bruno on, and we've seen that they change the game when they come on in the past. So I would go with that. It's much more risky the way I've done it, but as I said, it gives other players chance to get minutes that haven't been playing a lot, and a chance to boost their confidence that they can do it when they're called upon. So that's my lineup. Prediction for tomorrow. I'm going to say 2-0. 2-0 Manchester United. West Ham are a very good team, got some good players, and they're having a great season in the league. So it'd be interesting because I think they'll play a strong lineup too. But I'm going to go a 2-0 win. But they're definitely capable of causing us problems and scoring goals. So, look, we've scored the most goals in the league, but we've also let in the most in the top 10 in the league. I know this is a cup, but he's going to go with a pretty strengthened lineup that we usually play in the league. So, even though it's a cup game, do you know what I mean? It's the same players that are letting in all them goals. So, it's going to be interesting, but I'm going 2-0. Hopefully, we get that clean sheet and we push on from that victory. So, I hope to come back tomorrow with in the post-match and a recap and everything and be celebrating again. But I'll be back tomorrow with the confirmed lineups, and then I'll be back with the post-match recap and the player ratings. I look forward to it tomorrow, and yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow.